Hey fellow Vault-Wearers, it's Angry Turtle, and I finally was able to get a plan for Crusader pistol, and I can do a proper review and guide for this weapon. Unfortunately, it's not on my pistol build, but positive side is it's on my stealth build, and at least that, it's on my stealth sniper build, and it's pretty accurate review possible thanks to that. And maybe quickly, if you don't know how to get your Crusader pistol, then it's quick explanation here. You go into map, you do daily op, you participate in daily op lottery, and if you'll be really lucky, you will get a plan for this weapon, and that will allow you to craft non-legendary version, the normal plain Crusader pistol. If you want a legendary version of this pistol, then you go and play another lottery with Merma at Rusty Peak, or you play lottery with all the events, because events can drop a legendary items. There is a chance they will drop, and there is guaranteed drop of legendary item from both Colossal Problem at Mononga Mine or Scorchbeast Queen at Fissure Site Prime. Then you play those lotteries and you have a chance for a legendary one. A slim chance though. I do have non-legendary version, of course. And one more important information, if you want to modify this pistol, if you are lucky and you already have one, you need to go to Vault 79, talk with Rex, and he will sell you those mods for gold bullion. And now, what those mods are? First, we have couple receivers. The standard receiver is not something that you would like to use, because it's the weakest one. And then we have following options. We have Pyro receiver that will increase your damage by adding the fire damage. Then you have Fusion receiver that will change the ammo type from 10mm to fusion cells and add energy damage. Then we have Cryo receiver that will not change the ammo, it will keep 10mm and adds additional cryo damage that can slow down enemies, what's really cool on this receiver. And we have receiver 556 ammo. This one will increase damage a little bit and change the ammo type to 556. Then those are receivers covered. They do not affect your VAT scores, therefore you choose them based on anything that's stated in here. Then for the barrel, yeah, it's just very simple choice. You go for the long barrel, and there is no special barrels, just standard long or short. In magazine options, you can use large or standard magazine. You need to know that large will slightly reduce weapon condition and increase the cost in watts, AP cost in watts, what's not good. You want AP cost as low as possible. Then under scope options, there is standard sight and short scope. I don't know how useful short scope will be for your gameplay, but it's up to you. If you consider mainly watts, of course you go for reflex sight, as this one will reduce AP cost. And lastly, we do have suppressor option. It does not affect your AP cost, as all the suppressors, they do not have any effect on that. It reduces range a little bit and make your weapon silent. Then it's definitely worth using if you are a stealth build. And those are all the mods. There is not too many of those, and I think you will not have too much problem choosing your best mods. And now, before we start shooting, let me compare them quickly with some competition. I will compare the Cryo Crusader pistol, as the other versions are just slightly different, and this one have the coolest effect as it slows down enemies. Oh, I should actually heal to remove my bonus from adrenal reaction mutation, and we go back to comparison. Okay, now we are full health, and that's my sniper build, therefore the only thing that is boosting our damage at this moment is Bloody Mess. Nothing else. We can unequip it for a second to have a raw damage of the weapon. And now Cryo Crusader pistol is doing exactly 50 damage total, as there is 35 ballistic, 15 cryo damage. Then we compare this 50 total damage with some competition. And the biggest competition will be 10mm pistol, but in automatic option. Then there is 32 damage, but there is higher fire rate. There is much higher fire rate, therefore we'll try it in combat. And we have some other options that are single shot, like Pipe Bolt Action Pistol, and you can see it's 88 damage, but much lower fire rate. And Pipe Revolver, 69 damage and as well much lower fire rate. Therefore, Crusader pistol in comparison with those guns look really good. The question is, will it be able to perform in similar manner to 10mm auto pistol that does offer perforating magazine, what's not an option for Crusader pistol? Then let's go and start some testing. I'm going to, of course, re-equip Bloody Mess, and I'm keeping Covert Operative for additional sneak damage, therefore my damage are boosted. It's not like it's totally unboosted. I have Covert Operative, and only thing that I will unequip is Adrenaline, because I don't want my damage to keep changing between targets, therefore we kick it out for purpose of testing. And Tank Killer is in here as well because it does work on pistols since last patch, therefore we want it. And first I want to show you how the sniper version will look like. I didn't modify the receiver here, it's just a standard one, then the weakest. I just want to show you how the scope feels and can you actually snipe with it. Okay, can snipe Super Mutant I'm hiding, then I change the position and let's see now. Can you? Yes, you can. Although, is it a perfect sniper? No, definitely not. I do not advise it to use in this manner as damage is way too low. I prefer something that can one-shot enemies as a sniper. But yeah, here you go if you want to see it. And now, let's try using 5.56 Crusader pistol. And in VATS, of course. Now we are going for headshots in VATS. And let's see how good it will perform. We have a head. And accuracy is okay. I cannot complain in here. So you can see the accuracy is nice. No complaints. The range is very good as for a pistol. And fire rate is rather fast. Therefore I cannot complain on that either. But now let's see some nice receivers. Because 5.56 it just feels pretty normal. Let's see the Fusion Crusader pistol. Here how the Fusion one will work. You can see there's like two beams going out. And why am I in danger? You shouldn't be able to see me. Okay, I'm back in caution. Shoot a couple more. The damage is pretty solid. They can see me again. Why? Yeah, the damage is pretty solid, and we are using fusion cells. Let's test now the pyro one, the flame damage. You can see a little bit of a smoke even though I'm invisible. I like the animation, so you can see when you shoot it, make this fire. But the fire itself doesn't do any damage to enemies, like it's barely any damage. Over the duration of this fire they will lose 1 pixel worth of health bar, therefore it's not impressive. But it will do the job. If you really like the fire effect, it will do the job. And now finally, the most fun one, Cryo version of Crusader pistol. Let's see this one. As you can see, he's frozen. He will be moving more slowly. And this frost works for 5 seconds. What's really cool. And as you can see, damage is okay. Like all those receivers are doing very similar damage. It's like not too much difference in here, therefore it is why I recommend to use the Cryo one, as you will get this slowdown effect, unlike all other effects that doesn't do anything. The other stuff is only to change your ammo basically to different time than 10mm. And now the moment of truth. Let's grab suppressed 10mm auto pistol and let's see what will be the difference. The fire rate will be our advantage and we can just hold the trigger. Yeah, we can kill quickly. Although I would not say that it outperforms Crusader pistol. They do perform in very similar manner, where Crusader pistol will have this advantage that it will be more accurate because concentrated fire works much better on single fire weapons than the damage of this gun. Then even though we have cheaper VATS on classic 10mm pistol, we need to spend more bullets, and overall The DPS seems to be the same, very similar, if not slightly lower. Therefore, I will say Crusader pistol is probably the best pistol at this moment. I'm not comparing with a Gauss pistol, because that's a different story and I don't even have it on this character. As you were able to see my Gauss pistol review, it's very slow firing weapon. You need to fully charge it, where all the versions of Crusader pistol offer you a standard fire rate of 43, what's really good for semi-auto weapon. And of course this frost effect, and my damage went a little bit up already as I lost a little bit of health. And your damage, if you are a gunslinger build, will be much better. The downside of this pistol, and the reason I cannot test it on my gunslinger character, is that you cannot trade it. Even a crafted version cannot be traded. If you try to drop it, it will be a warning that it will be destroyed. You cannot trade this weapon. It will not show in the trade. Legendary, non-legendary, doesn't matter, you cannot trade it. And that is my review of this pistol. In my opinion, the best pistol we have at this moment, but in the same time, I don't know if my pistol character will ever get it, because I need to win a lottery to get it. That's the part I don't like about it. I was so excited when Bethesda introduced this pistol on the PTS and it was tradable. I was like, oh great, finally I will have awesome pistol for my gunslinger. And nope, didn't make it to the live version. Lottery only. But now as always, thank you a lot for watching and see you guys in the next one.